Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Pollard, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Out wide right, it's Stone. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. First down for the offense after that penalty. The handoff as they run the counter play here. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. Davis looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
That incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes a move. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running, and the ball is free on the pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Henderson. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. From From the gun, it's Henderson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Francis. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's a gift to Peoples. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down to the air. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Francis. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Long way to go on second down. Quick give. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drops back. It's Francis. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running inside. It's Henderson. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 25 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30.
And it's the Cyclones looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Handoff for Peoples. Enough to move the chains. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Peoples again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. will try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Looking downfield, it's Francis. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Sets his feet. It's Francis. And they can't make the connection.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Number 93, set to kick this one away.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Peoples. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Breaks into the open. At the 30, the 20, inside, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the counter. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Davis looking to pass. Turns it upfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds his man, it's Gentry. At the 35, he's loose. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking for a man, it's Francis. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. From the gun, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Peoples one more time. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On third down, here's Peoples. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Peoples. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving.
Runs through, man. He might have some space. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff for Peoples.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Third and long coming up. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away. Now under a minute to play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Francis. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.